It certainly doesn't. I think, first of all, I have to, I suppose, maybe acknowledge the Taoiseach's decision this week. I spent last week with him in the US, actually, in New York and in DC. So does it dent it? It doesn't. I think what we have in Ireland is, very clearly, we have a pro-enterprise policies with pro-enterprise government, and I think what we're going to see now is a transition of Taoiseach in a seamless manner as well, which I think underlines, if you want to call it, the maturity of the Irish political system and the stability within the Irish political system.
Ireland has cleverly played the tech story through subsidiaries, big US tech titans that have cleaned up in terms of market share on every consumer-facing business that they've disrupted in recent years, and Ireland has had a slice of the pie through subsidiaries. What comes next as we talk about the AI race? Is it the same story where you also get a slice of the pie because it's the same companies that are now innovating when it comes to AI?
Yes, so I think if we look at the Irish economy today, and we've worked to roll back the clock even a decade or 2 decades ago, it's completely different. The Irish economy today, we have 1,800 client companies in IDA's portfolio, and there's across technology, financial services, life sciences and high-value engineering. So look, we have core, I suppose, segments of enterprise which underpin a modern economy. And as we look forward, the future is actually, it's digital and it's sustainability. So it's green and digital. And that's going to be the key focus, is how in Ireland we can actually make sure we can help those companies to bring in the new technologies such as AI that you mentioned, quantum, but more importantly, we have to do that in a sustainable manner. So we have to look at our energy supply, energy sources, and in Ireland we have a real ambition, in terms of our green energy. We have probably the biggest untapped national resource in the world with offshore wind, and we're looking over the next 2 decades to actually bring on offshore wind by a factor of 7 to what we have today.
I've had the pleasure of visiting Ireland professionally all my career, and in the last 20 years, I mean, you know the ride better than I do. The ride up in the Celtic Tiger, and I was there for that, and getting all excited about things, and then, the downtick, and I was there outside the banks for that, and then seeing the recovery again. And it's been an extraordinary journey as well. But just putting on the conversation, I mean, you go down by the Liffey and that, and you see these amazing tech hubs down there as well. What has Ireland got in terms of attracting technology companies compared to what it used to have? Because let's just be brutally honest, one of the big things that Ireland had was the most amazing corporate tax regime as well, which drew in the Apples, drew in all these big US companies. Obviously, there are new rules in place now to negate some of that. Yeah,
so I think there's many factors why companies come to invest in a country, in Ireland in particular. And number one in that is actually, it's not tax, it's actually talent, it's people. Because, to be honest, you can have the most effective tax system in the world, whatever that might be, but if you haven't got the people that's able to bring the business forward, that's able to bring those new innovations, that's able to develop those new products, new services, actually the business doesn't thrive. So it's actually about people in the first instance. So we're very fortunate in Ireland that not only are we developing our own skills and talent internally, through the government we're taking a research-led approach. So like, we started our progress on AI over a decade ago in terms of what does that mean from a research perspective and what does that mean from a skills perspective. Yeah. And finally, as well, is that we're also an open economy, so we're attracting skills. Ireland is a very attractive location for people all around Europe, indeed all around the world, to come to Ireland to be part of a career.